YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Henderson, Nevada, where we have a woman who pretty much went overboard over her husband, basically doing little minor things, but he messed up. He messed up, as what the old folks say. He fucked up when he spit it in her face. Now, what made him spit in her face? I do not know, but anybody that ever been spit on before, especially in your face, knowing it's not a good feeling, but does that warrant and does that make you mad enough to go kill somebody? So I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I will give my opinion as we go. A domestic dispute between a married couple ended in irreconcilable violence on Saturday. A woman who was charged with murder after repeatedly stabbing her estranged husband and fatally wounded him told detectives she snapped after he spit in her face. And this is what I tell you all. A lot of these women ain't taking this shit no more. And a lot of guys ain't either. But you know, men has always been like what the more of the aggressor in society's image in their eye. Well, they have men like, you know, they're so cold-blooded and they don't give a damn and they will hurt you. But the tables are slowly starting to turn where we see a lot of more women in the news for committing violent acts, whether it was provoked or not, or whether the guy was cheating, or whether the guy was at home doing what he was supposed to be doing, or whether she was cheating. You know, it's like this. It's like the roles, the genders have really become flipped in this country. And according to the Las Vegas Sun, the couple had fought as they waited for officers to serve as a civil standby while the man tried to remove his belongings from their home. They were waiting on the police instead of them just separating. The only thing he really had to do, if you want to separate, you know, if he chose to leave, because I don't know if it was their home or was it her home or his home thus far, but what he should have done is jumped in his vehicle and left. You know, or go park down the street or something and tell them, look, this is where I'm at. Because I don't want to get into it with this crazy ass woman because she about it and rowdy. And she ready to tear a hole in my ass, if you will. So that's what he should have done, because that's what I would have done. Let me get into it. Watch how quick I get going, because I know one damn thing. You pick up a weapon, I'm going to turn into something else. It's going to be the Incredible Hulk. And I'm going to forget all that love, all them times we shared. It's going to either be your ass or mine. So let me leave, you know, because I don't want to do this to you, you know, because it don't never get that bad when you can't leave. Because if you sitting out here and you waiting on the police, you have time to think, you know. And so if somebody do something, it becomes premeditated because you don't have time to cool down, you don't have time to think. And so if you make a bad decision, that's on you. So the best thing to do is just separate. Now, police were dispatched to the couple's residence on the 1100 block of Strada Passay near Galleria Drive in Oliva Parkway around 10:30 a.m. November the 4th. They got this stuff written so small. The husband, Kerry Sanders, 56 years old, asked officers to be there so he could retrieve property from the residence. He eventually got impatient, waiting on police to arrive and enter the Terror Dome, enter his home. Now, that's what he messed up right there. He should have just stayed outside. Everything would have been fine and dandy. He would still been alive, been able to go spit on another woman or do whatever he had to do. But he chose to go back in that house thinking that this woman was playing with him, just like when the woman off of Thin Line Between Love and Hate, when she told Martin, you better not open that door, and he tried to open that damn door, and you know what happened after then and there. Because you know, as men, we think, well, these women be playing with us, but let me tell you something. They ain't playing. A lot of them ain't playing. Some of them will play with you like that, but when you know when somebody's serious and they threaten you and they show you the weapon, look, I'm gonna cut you from your ass to your appetite. You need to get the hell up out of there. Serious that. Now, almost an hour later at 11:23 a.m., 50-year-old Sharon Gail Zanders called 911 and said, "I think I just killed my husband." An hour later now, after he entered the home, according to the police report, it was the fourth call to police from the house that day. Now, why in the hell what took so long to get there? Because I know damn well if I would have just made a mistake and butt dial 911 or just called 911 for anything, they would have been over there as soon as I got off the phone. Even if you would have hung up, like Mr. Trey, what's going on? You know, can we help you? Ain't no female in here, huh? Something like that, you know. But I guess with other people it's different. The first call came about 10:30 a.m. regarding a police escort the man's daughter had requested for him to retrieve his things. Police said the daughter had accompanied him and they arrived in his car in a moving truck. Police said so his daughter was there with him because I guess he said, you come along with me in case this crazy woman tries something with me. At least I would have a witness because I'm prepared to go all the way with her ass, because that's just serious how I get. Because don't tell me you all ain't never had a dispute with your your loved one, and you brought your sister or your brother, somebody there with you, not to necessarily jump on them, even though some of y'all let them jump on them and you will help them, but to make sure that you have even ground to stand on. So in case something happened, you will have a witness. You really pretty much trying to watch your back and protect yourself. Damn the other person, because they shouldn't have drove you like that. But the police said police advised them to wait for officers to arrive. But the man seemingly became impatient after a second call, according to the report. The next call was from Sharon at 11:15 a.m., saying the man hadn't waited, police said. 8 minutes later, at 11:23 a.m., Kerry Sanders was dead in a two-story house at 1136 Strada Passage near Russell Road in the Las Vegas Watch, police said. So right after he entered this house, 8 minutes later, he in the upper room. He going to meet Jesus and then let Jesus talk about it. But all BS aside, now this goes to show you right here. Some people think life is a game. Some people think these relationships won't get serious, and they don't understand between the close relationship between love and hate. Love and hate is like sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? Mom and dad. You can't have one without the other. Yin and yang. And I'm sure a lot of you all have once loved something now that you hate or now that you despise. That's just the way it goes. That's human nature. But what he should have done, like I said, is don't go in that house. Damn, going in that house, because if you really want to be done with somebody, what you would do, you would stay your distance from them. You will wait till the authorities come. So if she do come to the door with a knife, guess what? The police gonna gun her ass down if she don't drop that knife. So you got to make sure you secured and taken care of also, because he will still be here. And if she wanted to act stupid in front of the police would have had to put her down. Like Old Yeller, they would have to just go and put her down. So protect yourself and make sure that you in the right. And once he get to that level, stop with the arguing, stop going back and forth, separate, get the hell on from each other, move to another state or somewhere else. Because just because you're in the same city, people will still try to sabotage you and do all kinds of stuff to you. So you got to be careful and protect yourself. He should have waited for the police. Now, Sharon told detectives her husband Kerry came into the house and was dropping cigarette ashes, police said. He stated that he could do anything, whatever he wanted, because this was his house, she told police, according to the report. He slammed drawers and damaged furniture. The woman told police at some point he tried putting out the cigarette on her face, she said. When he went outside, she grabbed a knife and hid it in her waistband, police said. As they were talking, he said something to the effect of, "This is what I think of you," before spitting in her face, which launched the onslaught, police said. During the attack, Kerry was able to fight back and began retreating into another room. But the woman continued stabbing him because she already committed to the slaying, she told detectives. So once he spit it in her face, and once the first stab went off, she wanted him dead. She wasn't going to stop till the man was dead. That's what she meant by being committed to the slaying. She was committed to killing him, taking his life. And if he tried to run, she going to run behind him. You know what I'm saying? Be like flies on shit. And that's a badass feeling. You going in there, you a big old man, and you got this woman, and some of you women big as hell too. But you going in there, you a man and everything, thinking that you got this under control, and you steady pushing the narrative. Now, I'm not taking her side, but what if she's saying what is true? Still though, okay, he spit in your face, spit back in his face. That still doesn't warrant murder. Yeah, even though a lot of us say, well, I would kill a fool if they spit in my face. Yes, we will. That's just a figure of speech, even though some of you all would go that far. But at the same time, you would not win in no damn court trying to justify yourself killing somebody just because they spit in your face. That's not going to work. I don't care who you are, But anyway, Gail Sanders said she felt bad. However, she reiterated that spitting on a person is absolute disrespect and that she just reacted according to the police report. Because, once your emotions get going, your adrenaline flowing, unless you have real good self-control and you that type of person that can pretty much think for yourself and for the other person, because a lot of times you have to think for somebody else too. You can navigate those situations better. But if you a loose cannon and you full of anger and rage and nobody's thinking you nor her, somebody gonna wind up stinking somewhere, and it wind up being the man in this case right here. Now, the daughter sending out posts to the guy and everything, and when you see the guy, he's just like a regular guy, and I'm sad he lost his life. But at the same time, when it's time to leave these relationships alone, leave these relationships, because either she gonna kill you or you gonna end up having to kill her. So let me know what you all think about this situation right here. And in what areas do you see also that this could have been avoided? Because not only do we talk about the problems. We also try to offer solutions. So if anybody find themselves in that situation, they go back and play these videos and say, well, this is what I need to do. Because we all do it sometimes, you know. So let me know what you all think about this sad situation right here. And to this guy, may he rest in peace. But you know what? When you play a stupid game, you're always going to win a stupid prize. And when the love is gone, when it start being bitter, when you start fussing and fighting every day, it's time to get the hell on, because somebody going to wind up hurt, or you're going to wind up doing something that you're going to regret later on in your life. But let me know what you all think about this situation right here. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you like, subscribe. Till next time, stay blessed, stay woke, and just live in peace. If you can't live in peace, live single, live alone. I'm out.